Hello, Froggy here, and today I'll be showing you how to get into the Birthplace of the Vile strike from Patrol. The first thing we're going to want to do is head into Witch's Echo from Miasma. From there, we'll be using a hole that you may have noticed if at any point in this area you turned around. It's pretty easy to get to. Should be doable on any class, but naturally tied in with Catapult Lift and Lion Rampant is always easiest. Just going to jump back up here and up the side. This area is fairly cool in its own right, so you may want to take a moment to look around here. This is one of the areas that we visit for the campaign missions. I believe the mission Ghosts? Anyways, we're going to be heading over to the area to the right here, where the pyramid-like structures are. There's a nice, convenient staircase built for us here. I'm going to jump over to the other side. The new additions to the pyramid architecture styles have been pretty interesting to see. I'm going to take a brief detour over here because there is a interesting thing. Chess pieces! And also the blue bubble of the Mirrorverse. There is a funnel into that, but can't really do anything with it now, so maybe that'll be a video for another time. In the meantime, let's just keep going along this path. You would be stopped from this way in Patrol by one of those pyramid-style doors. I was surprised to see that the other doors like that inside the strike actually do work. Got a bunch of little preload objects sort of things here. It is very possible to die to the load here. I would recommend jumping before you hit it. Got a much better survival rate there. And now we are in Harvest. One of the neat things about this is there's basically no barriers for the playable spaces, so you can just jump back into the map wherever. I expect they'll patch that for GMs though. We're going to be climbing up behind the boss room. It's a little tough to see the terrain here. You may have caught some glimpses just now, but yes, there are in fact more donut monsters, and we'll be getting a very nice view of them in just a moment here. I'm gonna go around the little tree-like structures. If you've played this strike, you may remember that there are a couple of times where you either take a portal or are otherwise teleported into these two other rooms, and with the help of Henry and Underplayed, I managed to find where they are. Even stumbled into a nice little funnel that I'll show you in a moment here, but first I'm just going to enjoy the view up here. Savathun's Throne World has a fairly nice skybox to admire. And we might as well stop by the boss room. So you can see nothing prevented me from going down there, and nothing would prevent me from, say, stasis climbing back up. Not sure if there's a turn back at all during the strike there. I don't think there is, so you're just free to explore. I would recommend going around the in-map sections here, because there's a lot of cool statues and architectures you don't generally get a chance to enjoy. Just making my way back up top. Definitely faster than stasis climbing back up. So So now we're going to be dropping back behind the boss area, because that's one of the more convenient areas to drop below the first kill for. Just going to drop down here, and when we get far enough we will leave the fog behind and get a very nice view of the donut monsters. Now the funnel is right over here. I don't really get a terribly good view of it during the super, so I'm gonna show you this again. Leaving it in since you get a pretty nice view of the donuts. Anyways, we're just going to sword fly over this way. You don't have to go all that far, so Hunter can probably just triple jump here. I like lighting myself up to the right because you'll land directly on the platform then. You kind of make out the big room and the long, skinny room. Just swinging to cancel all fall damage because, of course, that's a thing. And if you bring your ghost out, you can see clearly. You can also go underneath these areas a little bit. Haven't found any way in. These structures are kind of nice, the little white boxes up top. I remember seeing that sort of thing in the Tangled Shore too. And of course you can see our donut monster friends. All 5 of them. One of the other nice things is you can visit all the other pyramid structures and even go in. And there's also some wildlife. As I was jumping around, I heard these little guys, and on further investigation, I found that they were the same little frog dudes from the other strike. A whole rainbow of them. I was enjoying myself, just checking them out and listening to their little cricket-like tune. But then disaster struck in the form of Henry. Why, Henry, why? Oh. Anyways, just gonna show you a couple of these buildings. I'll leave all the fun statues and stuff for you to experience for yourself. But these rooms are pretty much empty. We've got this staircase up over here, and you can probably guess that the upper part of this is empty as well. But it is convenient that they have provided us with a nice staircase. I imagine we'll be seeing a whole lot more of these sort of structures. Sadly, the big tower here goes above map ceiling, so you can't climb it like you can the other one. But at the very least, you can go inside. Textures on the walls are fairly interesting and intricate. And plenty of areas to jump to. Even the outer perimeter wall here is traversable. I would recommend checking out this area sooner rather than later, because this is in the GM pool, and I do imagine they'll be doing another barrier pass here. But before I head out, I'm going to leave you guys with the footage of me first running into that funnel from before. Alright, so I'm just gonna do what we always do and find a nice rock that's pointing downwards. And hope that that's there. Because if we look underneath where the lantern is, we're more likely to find our dropped item. No, it was not that. Alright, well this one's also pointy. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, this is a good strategy. Yeah.
Oh, you did it!
What the Did I just accidentally funnel all over the place? Alright, that is... I am gonna clip that.